Hello, it's M.I.B. Craig, aka Mr. Impact Blog for the TNA IW channel, and we are back once again with another episode of What Went Down, where I take you through everything that went down in Impact Wrestling on the weekly. And this week, boy, howdy was it an interesting show. And I'm going to take you through every little bit of it. So this is What Went Down. So before we got to the main action, the main action of the show, it opened up. We had a little recap of what went down on AEW last week. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, we saw Don Callis do the whole thing. Then we saw a tour bus arrive outside of Skyway Studios, and we were told it had Don Callis and the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega on board. What? It's crazy. Still crazy. What? But then we got to the in-ring action, and to tempt the new viewers in, Impact Wrestling gave us Josh Alexander versus Chris Sabin. That's not a bad way to start a show for all the potential new viewers that were coming in, and there are a lot of them. Of course, it's going to be a great match between these two. Two of the absolute best. All hail Sabin. Yes, it looks like the North are done, which sucks. But if Josh Alexander is going to be a single star, I have no problem with that. Josh Alexander is a future world champion without a doubt. Chris Sabin is absolutely friggin' fantastic. I like the little dissension between the North, between Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. Liked it, great stuff. Not much more I can say on it. Thought it was an absolutely phantasmagorical match. Well worth opening up the show, and hopefully gets more and more people invested. Everyone knows Chris Sabin by now. Now more and more people will know Josh Alexander, the goddamn walking weapon. Oh, what a absolute machine. I was about to say something else then, but maybe not. Then, jumping backstage, we get a lot in this show, as we do a lot on Impact, but that's another thing. Moose is backstage getting like, mentally preparing for his main event match. In comes Chris Bay. So we need to talk strategy. Moose said, I let these do the strategy. These do the talking rather. Bay pointed out that after Saturday then Moose will want to talk. But once again, Moose said, I'll let these do the talking. Cool. Not much, doesn't need to analyze too much. It's a nice little setup for what comes later in the main event. Then we get a paid advert by AEW president Tony Khan and commentator Tony Schiavone. Wow. Something really, really, really was not expected to see. I mean, Tony Khan is lame as hell, but at least he kind of went into it. Let's be real. Tony Khan is very, very lame and thinks he's cool, but at least he leaned into it. But if he thinks that the best tag team in the world is the Young Bucks, he's got a big surprise coming his way if they ever face off against those good brothers. Oh, for Tony. You may think you're Goliath, but if Impact's David, you're in for a lot of trouble. Yep, and then matchup time once again. This time TJP goes up against Brian Myers. Brian Myers looked incredible in this match, and I honestly wouldn't be mad if he becomes X Division champion. But it was a fantastic match. Probably was Myers' best matches he's been in Impact. It was great from top to bottom. TJP, we all know how good TJP is. TJP knows how good he is. But I'm here for it. It was a fantastic match. Not more I can say on it. I enjoyed everything about it. Wowzers. Yes, then, excuse me. Then, once again, backstage, after Brian Myers hit TJP with a massive lariat to win the match, we jump backstage to the Dinas. Cody Deaner looking all serious. Cousin Jake saying, "You ready?" Say, "I'm ready, but I got to do this by myself." Cody says to Jake, "No matter what happens, no matter what you see, don't get involved." Will he? Won't he? Let's find out. Then again, still backstage, Rohit Raju is giving a little bit, is tormenting TJP a little bit after his loss to Brian Myers earlier, saying, happily reminding him that TJP cannot compete for that X Division Championship while Rohit is champion rather. So now in the beginning, I thought it's probably going to lead to Manic beating Rohit, but considering what happened a couple of weeks ago with Suicide, Rohit's too smart for that. But I wonder who will accept that challenge. That's Final Resolution. Yes, and then Eric Young defeated Cody Deaner. No surprise there. Deaner looked really good, and it's clear they want to take him in a more serious direction. But with Eric Young, man, it's EY. EY and Joe Doring are dominating in a minute. Yes, we still don't know exactly what they want, but it's looking good. I like it. Cody Deaner, again, looking like he wants to be taken seriously. It's been a while. It's never, well, in Impact, it's never been taken seriously. In BCW, Border City Wrestling, I think he is the current or former BCW World Champion. So he is in other places taken seriously. Hopefully Impact start to pick up on that and take it seriously themselves.
Hey guys, Jeff from the TNAIW channel, cutting in the feed really quick, and I'll let you get back to what went down because it's an awesome, packed full show, as Impact itself was a packed full, crazy development, and we're heading into Final Resolution, so a lot to talk about. As you saw this Tuesday, we are starting to produce an old friend of ours, Cody, at Misery Eater 101's preview show that will be exclusive on the TNAIW channel every Tuesday, and then, of course, what went down every Thursday, and then we'll have one more Talking Nonsense About Impact Wrestling podcast, episode 26, before the end of the year, because in 2021, you'll see a cool revamping of that show where you guys will be able to interact, which I'm really excited about. But go check out our all the content that we've produced so far this year. It's been a wild ride. I thank you for being part of it. And then also make sure you catch up on the Fall Classic. We're almost done with the voting for the half of the first round, and we'll release the next one going to next year. So thanks, guys. Back to Craig.
Then jumping backstage after Rhino saved Cody Deaner and Cousin Jake from another beatdown from EY and Joe Doring. We jump backstage. Johnny Bravo is trying to get to Larry D backstage. Tommy Jr. is blocking it, saying, "No, no, no. Look after yourself. Look after Mr. Mundo. Poor Mr. Mundo. Poor Mr. Mundo. He's been through a lot." But yeah, Tommy Dreamer says goes to Larry D. Says that you're coming with me, blah blah blah. Larry D makes an offer to Tommy Dreamer, saying that if he beats him at Final Resolution, then Larry D will go quietly. If Tommy Dreamer loses, if Larry D wins, he gets away with it. He walks away a free man. Huh. So you can get away with attempted murder if you win a wrestling match. Wrestling. Yeah, and then Tommy Dreamer then heads to Officer Scott D'Amore, very, very concerned about what's going to happen tonight, and is convinced Don Callis is out for himself. Wouldn't surprise me. Let's be real. Don Callis is probably out for himself in all this. But Scott D'Amore didn't care about that. He cares. He's happy with the buzz it's getting. I think we're all happy with the buzz it's got. It's cool. Tommy making a little poke at Lance Storm. We have to see it. Yeah, I'm cool with it. It was a good little segment between the two. Then the final match in the first round of the Knockouts Tag Team Title Tournament, Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie defeat Deonna Purrazzo and Kimber Lee after a little bit of miscommunication from Kimberly and the champ Deonna Purrazzo. I like to take a good tag team match for the best knockouts on the roster right now. Kimberly, obviously the only one who hasn't won the Knockouts title yet. Take notice of the word yet. I guarantee she will be Knockouts champion in the next year or two at least. Kind of has to be, right? But yeah, good match. Nice little double splits by Kimberly and Taya. Rosemary hitting with spear, cool. Love to see it. Great stuff. Then, once again, Tennille Dashwood and Caleb with a K. Trying to get Lish on side, saying we need to sort out team name, we need to sort out the look. Lish isn't interested. Lish basically told him to get stuffed, and that they can show her the mistake she made, or along those lines, basically make her pay for it at a later date. Cool. Like Lish, love Lish. Tennille, she's growing on me. Caleb with a K, growing on me. Well, I'm more up there for Caleb with a K than I am for Tennille Dashwood. But she's growing on me, and you know, if you watch this on a regular, that's a big step. She's growing on me, and I'm into it. See what happens with it all, but I'm into it. Then Kimberly and Deonna Purrazzo track down Scott D'Amore backstage, blame Scott for being a thorn in their side and for all the work Deonna's had to put in as of late as champion. Scott says, "Okay, since you're a loser, you only have to do one thing. Focus on one thing, and that's defending the Knockouts Championship against Rosemary at Final Resolution this Saturday or Sunday. Sunday for us, Sunday for the UK, Saturday for the States and everywhere else. Cool. I'm into it. I can't see Rosemary winning, but you know what? It's going to be a good match either way. Like I said, two of the best knockouts, and once again, going to prove why the Knockouts division is the best women's division in wrestling today." Then, Sami Callihan was on the mic. Sami Callihan really is the best on the microphone, isn't he? You know, oh man, so good. Saying how he carried Impact for years, which he has. He's the best on the mic, which he is. He's one of the best wrestlers in the company, which he is. One of the best in the world, which he is. Saved the company, which he did. And rejuvenated Eddie Edwards' career, which he did. Give us a little recap of the baseball bat incident, first one. Still makes me cringe. But now you know everyone's going to be okay. You can enjoy it more because you know what came afterwards. You know what's happening right now and how good these two characters are. And these two, their rivalry is going to be up there with, I don't know, let's go with Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. The Rock and Austin is in Impact terms. They're destined to do it forever, and I'm going to enjoy it forever. Wowzers! And then yes, Lish came out, and Sammy said, "You step in this ring, I'm going to break your freaking neck." Lish then repeated, "Oh, you're going to break my freaking neck." And when she said she didn't come alone, obviously I'm sure many of you did. My mind went straight to a certain Olympic gold medalist, but let's not get our hopes up about that again. It was Eddie Edwards, came back, bruised and battered eye, but he's back, and he's back to the crazy Eddie Edwards, where he can't get any sense out of him, and Lish has to shout at him to get him to listen. Cool stuff. Love Eddie. Love Sammy. Love Lish. Can't go wrong. Then. Main event time. Moose and Chris Bay defeat the team of Rich Swann and Willie Mack. William Mack being the one who's pinned. But good stuff. I really, really enjoyed this match. 4 absolutely incredible athletes. 4 of the best in Impact right now. In the main event, over the world title. What's not to like? Wow. Just incredible. Chris Bay is definitely one to watch next year. Moose, future world champion. I'd say by Bound for Glory next year, Moose will be Impact World Champion. Remember that. Willie Mack is definitely improving, getting that side to him that we've all think he's been missing, that aggressive side. Rich Swann as world champion is definitely growing on me. He can have great matches, and you believe him. I believe him now as world champion. He is the Impact World Champion, and he's going to defend that title and be a great champion until he loses it. But yeah, I like the little bit of dissension between Moose and Chris Bay, chopping each other to get a tag. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Moose powerbombing Bay onto Mac or Swan, one or the other. I can't remember which now. Fantastic tag team match. 4 fantastic challenges for the world title. Yeah, Chris Bay picked up yet another win on his way to Final Resolution for the World Championship. What's not to like? Then we jump backstage, and Chris, and oh no, and really no, Rich Swann is on his way out of the building, but it's stopped by security. I wonder why. It says the world champion won't let anyone through unless on the list. Swan thinks it's Moose messing about. It's not Moose. The AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. Not a very nice person. Yeah, stopping the World Champion from going through. But Josh Matthews can go through. Go figure. Then we get to the moment everyone has been waiting for. Josh Matthews makes it onto the bus of Kenny Omega and Don Callis. Sits down, then out comes Don Callis, closely followed with the World Championship, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's on Impact Wrestling in 2020. Wow. With the AEW World Championship. And Kenny Omega Don Callis changes the nameplate of the World Championship on Impact Wrestling. What is going on? Crazy times we're living in right now. Let's face it. Crazy times. Then they go and explain that this wasn't planned last week. It's been planned for 27 whole years. And they talk about how Don Callis booking the match between Omega and Jericho helped give birth to AEW, and how that they're making history everywhere they go. Omega hinting that he's a collector and that Impact has some nice championships. Kenny Omega going after the Impact World Championship. That's something I never thought I'd say ever. Even when it was close to signing, I never believed it. But Kenny Omega is on Impact Wrestling. No one knows exactly what's going on between AEW and Impact. But I'm here for it, whatever it is. I'm absolutely here for it. Hey, good stuff. What more can I say? I bet the people who are saying this was going to be a one and done feel slightly stupid right now. But I mean, this is far from over. Continuing on Dynamite tonight. Wow. Wrestling in 2020. What can it get any more crazy? Anyway, that was what went down. That was Impact Wrestling. Before we get to my thoughts and your thoughts. Let's go now and check out those power rankings. Who made it to number 1? Do you agree? If not, vote, vote, vote. Again, do you agree with who is number 1? But yeah, now it's time for before I say goodbye. That's time for my thoughts. Then we'll get to your thoughts, and that'll be the end of the show. But as for my thoughts, let's start off with segment of the night. It's it kind of has to be the because I still don't quite understand. It's kind of confusing that any of it. So I'm going to go with Sami Callihan's promo. What a promo! Not sure what I can say on that one. Match of the night. I think I'm going to go with TJP versus Brian Myers. It was a good match, and like I said, it's probably Myers' best match since he's been in Impact. I enjoyed that. A rating out of 10, 9. I don't think it's quite. Maybe not. It wasn't quite a 10 for me because, like I said, the ending. I was still a little bit slightly confused by it all. We promised an explanation. Don't think we really got one. Maybe we did. Maybe I missed it. But it's 9 for me. Great. But like I said, some things. The ending slightly confused me a little bit. But maybe I'm just missing something. I'll go back and watch it on the Impact Wrestling app. Yeah, that was my thoughts. Now, for ahead of your thoughts, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for following us. Everything you've done to help us reach our goal of over 100 subscribers now. 100 subscribers. It means everything. You can go back and watch the latest episode of the podcast. Misery Eater 101, aka Cody, is back on the channel with his Is It Tuesday Yet? A rundown of what happened, what's going to happen every week on Impact. He does a what's going to go down. I do a what's gone down, what went down. You see that every Tuesday for Impact and Access TV. Check out everything from every podcast to what went down to hell. If you want to go back and watch something from Bound for Glory, go back and watch It's Talking About for Glory, where myself and Jeff and a bunch of other people from the Impact Nation chat Impact and give our predictions. And some of us were very, very, very wrong. Go back and watch it. Follow social media, subscribe here, do the whole thing. Thank you for watching. I shall see you all next week. Stick around for your thoughts and a code word at the end. You need to enter this code word. Send it to us by text, by airplane, write it in the sky, send it by carrier pigeon at this point. As long as we get that code word, you would be entered in our raffle and you'll win some prizes. The winner's video of an unboxing video is down there somewhere, or it's on our channel. You can find it, watch it. You do not want to miss out on these prizes. Send us that code word. And I shall see you all next week for another What Went Down.